Hello, Dr. Janice Webb here, author of the two first books ever written about childhood emotional neglect, Running on Empty, Overcome Your Childhood Emotional Neglect, and Running on Empty No More, Transform Your Relationships. A lot of you have been asking me, what can I do to get started on healing my childhood emotional neglect? And there are actually two things you can do, and I'm going to talk about the first one right here today. And it's something that you can do on your own. You can get a start on it and see how it goes. You may not need help with it, or you may, but it's a great place to start anyway. A quick refresher, childhood emotional neglect happens to many people who never realize it happened to them because it can happen for all kinds of reasons. It basically just is when your parents don't respond to your feelings enough as they raise you. That is all it is, and it's all it takes. But it leaves an indelible stamp on you for your lifetime that makes you struggle with emotions and struggle with knowing even what you feel, plus a host of other things that we won't go into right here. But the first step that you can take that I want to talk about is to start understanding how childhood emotional neglect, or CEN, actually applies to you as an individual. Your own tailored understanding of CEN and how it happened to you. So it's starting to look at things like, what exactly went on in my childhood home? What was missing for me? For example, did my parents actually use emotion words in a comfortable way? Did they say the words sad, angry, hurt? Those are just the very basic ones, but there are so many emotion words. And some families are much better at using those than others. Did your family notice what you were feeling, and was it okay to be feeling what you were feeling? Did you feel alone as a child? Did you sense on some deep level that you needed to fend for yourself, either emotionally or even in other ways as well? These are all questions to ask yourself and reflect internally. How exactly did CEN happen to me? And in order to do that, the best thing to do is learn everything you possibly can about childhood emotional neglect in general, and then start applying that to yourself. So if you want to learn a lot more about it, visit my website, emotionalneglect.com, and also take a look at my first book, Running on Empty, is an excellent sort of like primer and filled with information about it. And to find the links to both the book and the website, check below in the caption or bio. I'll talk about the second one next week. Thanks so much for watching.